Hello, and welcome to another episode of Movie Spoiler Alerts. Today we're talking about the 2017 space epic film, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, so let's get started. The summary does rely in part that you've seen the previous films. To see the summary of all the Star Wars films, please check out the links in the cards. The film picks up after Episode 7, with the destruction of the Starkiller base. General Leia leads the Resistance fleet, while the First Order pursues. Poe Dameron leads a counterattack, but a lot of lives are lost, and the Resistance escapes into hyperspace. However, they find that the First Order is successfully able to track them. Kylo Ren and other TIE fighters attack Leia's ship, and Leia nearly dies, but uses the Force to bring herself back to safety. Leia is left incapacitated, and Vice Admiral Holdo takes control of the fleet. Feeling Holdo's strategy is too passive, Poe, Finn, BB-8, and a mechanic named Rose embark on a secret mission to disable the First Order's tracking device. Meanwhile, Rey arrives on the planet Octo with Chewbacca and R2-D2 aboard the Millennium Falcon, reuniting with Luke Skywalker. Skywalker has become disillusioned with the Jedi way after his failed trainings with Kylo Ren. He refuses to help Rey at first, but eventually gives in. While on the island, Rey has visions in where she can communicate with Kylo Ren. Through her visions and talking to Luke, it is revealed that Luke nearly killed Kylo in his sleep because of the darkness that was growing within him, but changed his mind, only for Kylo to awaken and then destroy the Jedi Order. Rey becomes convinced that Kylo can be redeemed, and leaves without Luke. Yoda appears to Luke telling him that Rey has all that she needs to learn, and encourages Luke to learn from his failures. Finn, Rose, and BB-8 travel to the Canto Bight Casino to meet up with a hacker named DJ. The four are able to infiltrate Snoke's ship, but are captured by Captain Phasma. At the same time, Rey lands aboard Snoke's ship to confront Kylo. She is brought before Snoke, who reveals that he is behind the visions that Rey and Kylo have been having, which allowed them to communicate, as a plan to destroy Luke. Kylo instead turns and kills Snoke, and Rey and Kylo defeat the guards. Rey wants Kylo to turn to the light side, but Kylo invites Rey to rule the galaxy with him. She refuses, and they end up splitting Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber in half. Meanwhile, back with the ships, Holdo reveals her plan is to discreetly evacuate the remaining Resistance members using small transport ships. Poe, believing that this is a cowardly action, leads a mutiny. Leia wakes up and knocks Poe out, allowing the evacuation to begin. Holdo stays aboard the ship to mislead the First Order while the others escape the ship to a small base on Crait. However, the hacker DJ betrays the group and reveals the Resistance plan to the First Order, and they begin to attack the transport ships. Holdo then sacrifices herself by ramming the Resistance ship into Snoke's ship at light speed. In the chaos, Rey escapes, Kylo declares himself the new Supreme Leader, BB-8 frees Finn and Rose, and they all together defeat Phasma and escape to Crait. The First Order arrives on Crait to wipe out the few remaining Resistance members, primarily using a large cannon and TIE fighters. Rey and Chewbacca draw the fire from the TIE fighters, while Finn attempts a suicide run against the cannon, but is stopped by Rose as the cannon destroys the one blast door protecting the Resistance. Luke Skywalker emerges from the destroyed door, and after having every gun fired at Luke and he still stands, a lightsaber battle breaks out between him and Kylo. Luke is struck, but there is no effect, only for Kylo to realize that he has been fighting a force projection, and Luke is actually back on the planet Octo. This distraction gave the Resistance members enough time to escape out a back passage and board the Millennium Falcon. Luke, exhausted from the massive amount of force use, becomes one with the Force and dies. Rey and Leia sense the death, and Leia tells the rebels that the Resistance has all they need to rise again. As the film concludes, we see one of the children at Canto Bight using the Force gazing into space, possibly meaning he is a future member of the Resistance. So that's the spoilers for Star Wars: The Last Jedi. If you have another film you'd like to see me spoil, please let me know in the comments below. Check out Movie Spoiler Alerts on Instagram for our monthly giveaways, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.